Hey guys, quick announcement before we jump into today's very depraved video, but we are giving away the Bog Brother stat block on our website for free, so go ahead, check that out. It's going to be free for the entire week. And also, we are giving away the Desert Ruins pack by 2D Storyteller. Me and him are going to be doing a collaboration in the near future. He does beautiful interactive maps. So definitely go ahead and check that out. It is for free, as I say, so what's the harm? Go ahead, check it out. Let's get into today's video.
Does ERP actually exist? How does ERP work? I can't imagine sitting at a table where two people have verbal pretend sex. It seems awkward. Does it actually exist, or is it just a meme?
Sometimes I really do think it is actually just a meme. I think it's just people write stories. Sometimes I really just don't believe it a lot of the time. But then again, I do believe I do
no,
use the internet.
No, there's some people. There's people.
I've came across a lot of people that I look at. I'm like, you know what? It definitely
happens. It happens.
It definitely does. And honestly, like, you know, let's be serious. Like, and all that, like you know, like cyber sex and stuff like that. That's been on the internet forever. I'm pretty sure it's been a staying part, and it's always going to be a staying part of the internet. So the idea of it not happening is kind of
slimmed in on at this point.
Yeah, I do believe it's way more depraved than what people would think. Though I think it's because, again, you know, the only type of people that would really seek it out or look for it are going to be a bit more out there than most. Would you say so? Do you not think?
I think it's the little quiet ones.
No, I think it would be,
especially if it's maybe not IRL, but like on Discord.
Yeah.
Or like over the internet anyway. Like you can say what you want.
I think there's definitely a lot of ooh, soft femboy. It's like, oh my god, please stop. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, and then I do this.
I slap your titty.
Yeah. The only thing that gets me is, like, you know, fine lightly. It's like all fellas. It's like I don't get the appeal here, guys. I'll be straight up with you.
No, I don't think it is.
I think it's mostly fellas. Do you think there's a lot of girls that actually do that?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
What ratio are you going to say?
Well...
Now, I would say it's about 5 to 1 when it comes to women in general being into role-playing games.
Probably about the same, maybe.
About 5 to 1, would you say?
Yeah, and it's just a massive bukkake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just a mad bukkake session.
Right, let's just get into this thread and see what people have to say, will we?
I've done more ERP than regular roleplay, but all of it's been online. There are a number of hentai websites and places like F-List that have actual role-playing sections on their forums. It's as cringy as it sounds, and you sort of have to condition yourself to not feel shame in yourself for partaking. After that, it's pretty great.
I mean, like, you see, if you have to condition yourself to not feel shame, you know that there's definitely
something
shame.
Wrong.
Shame! Oh my god. Honestly, and then also, like, let's be serious, how bad does it have to be that, okay, it's one thing having, like, yeah, it's really bad, like, honest to god, how bad does it have to be that you make an account for a hentai website? Like,
yeah.
Like, at what point do you, like, you know what, I can't just watch, I must also comment. I have to let people know. I have to save this, I have to organise this.
Yeah, it's also, like, the hub as well.
Yeah,
it's like why do you Who makes an account?
Who actually has an account?
Like, come on.
It's beyond me. It's beyond me.
Chipping in with another vote for yes, it exists, but only on the internet or over text. Although my experience might not be typical because I don't do it on the websites for it, but I just do solo games with 1 or 2 people from my normal group.
No, that's not... Solo does not... Solo's
where we agree things are allowed to get lewd.
Okay.
Solo group... Well, not
that's
solo.
Not solo, though.
That's just masturbating.
Yeah.
But, like, one-on-one things, like, if you and your partner is into it.
I think that's just another form of roleplay, though, isn't it?
It's just another form of bedroom roleplay.
Yeah, that's why I would view it as.
But, like, with a board game involved.
Well, I don't think it needs, like, you know, not technically, but yeah, that's the way I would view it.
Otherwise, they play out like normal campaigns of whatever system we're using, often D&D or Fate. Sounds horribly awkward offline, or with random people from the internet. But when I think of any sort of roleplay, E or not, it's a bad idea with strangers. People wouldn't have so many problems if they didn't look for games on Roll20 or at a local game store so often.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to find people to play with, though.
It is hard to find.
And
well,
okay,
it's bad enough to find games IRL for a normal game.
Never mind ERP.
I imagine it's probably easier.
It's probably fucking easier to find ERP.
I imagine it's probably easier to find ERP.
Never been on F-list, don't want to. Biggest issue is usually people who don't actually want the ERP. They actually only want you to write smut for them in real time.
So is this Garbrew then? I can definitely imagine this. Like Garbrew, it's like just like your smut and be done with it, alright?
This is why the ratio of subs is so high. It's like 15% DOMs and 85% subs. Except 60% of that figure is people who don't get it and are actually just lazy and demanding. It's all well and good to want to get pounded by monsters, but Jesus Christ, you need to put some effort in. If the other person is writing paragraphs, you can't just get away with writing moans encouragingly.
I mean, like, you know, I can't jack it to this, guys, okay? You gotta put a bit more work in.
You know? It's just not how that shit goes. And pretty much everyone knows that. This is why strangers make bad ERP partners. They're untested, and there's a really high chance that they're going to be garbage. With friends, you're dealing with people who you already know who are going to commit as much effort as you are. So it all works out. Don't ERP with strangers unless you're okay with sifting through trash for hours.
I don't know
but
about...
how awkward is it playing with friends like that?
I just can't... No, I don't see my friends in a sexual way, so...
I won't see their characters in a sexual way.
Yeah.
I don't see characters in a sexual way.
I think that's my biggest problem. I don't think I could with... No, it's just... No, let's just continue. My mind's getting melted by this already.
I don't know why I'm reading this.
So this is a response to... What's the one we just did, yeah? Yeah.
This is one area where I tend to fuck... This seems like we're giving advice to people to fucking ERP, and I don't like this very much. But just sit there and listen, guys. This is one area where I tend to fuck up a lot. It is really, really hard to get the right level of description, and you sometimes have to really push yourself to describe more. I need to be more descriptive. It's a problem. Honestly, the foreplay and such is easier in that regard. More room for speech, which isn't as tricky to get creative with. But if you're in the midst of getting pounded or whatever, you have a smaller space that you need to do more with, and you have to keep being creative. Again, I'm trying to practice this more. One thing I can say about ERP is that if you can roleplay half decently, write well, and you have the slightest idea what makes good smut, you're already in the upper tiers of ERPers. Most of these people are so trash that you, Anon, can be better with them with very little effort. I wish I was joking.
Well, I think, you know, honestly, I think I hate to admit it, but I think I can understand that, where they've just got Cumbrain, so they're not going to be able to... You know, who's able to write when you got Cumbrain?
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, though. They're not masturbating while doing it. They're getting to the point where they want to. It's almost like watching... It's like reading an erotic novel.
Oh, right, okay.
If it makes any sense.
Not really, I don't get it.
Well, I'm not going to... Probably... Look, I don't even know what to say. Look, they might be.
I don't know. Look, I get what they're trying to say, though. I get what they're trying to say. You got a smaller space. So what do you really say? Oh, HOYAAAA!
Yeah, like, if you're... Like,
give me a HOYAAAA!
If you're the one, like, getting pointed, what do you want to say?
Yeah, there's not really much to say.
Yes,
I don't know.
Daddy! Yes!
I don't know. Is the sweat going down your fucking leg or some shit? I don't know.
Oh my god, stop it.
Is that too much?
Oh my god, stop it.
Please, no.
No, please stop.
Too much already?
Yeah.
Right, let's just see how much worse does this get. It can't get much worse, can it? I mean, it's bad.
You know what word I hate?
What?
I just got it in my head, but no, I hate that word too.
Moist.
I hate that word.
Moist.
Shut up. But whenever you were saying that there before, don't say it again. But gush.
Gosh. Gush is a horrible word.
It's a horrible descriptive word.
But it sounds exactly what it sounds like almost.
Gosh. Next post.
You know, no, before we go on, we were talking about this, actually, words that sound exactly perfectly descriptive.
I don't know what the word is.
Grace.
Grace sounds like grace.
Yeah, there's no better word. It's a perfect descriptive word, and it is what it is.
Grace.
It sounds exactly the way it feels, the way it smells, the way it looks.
Same with plop.
Please no.
Psst. Hey, lean in closer. This is fucking ASMR channel now. You know it's pretty fucking based. Titties. Go see titties. Lots of titties.
All the titties.
Go over to the website, check out all the models. You guys know the score. We have some really nice looking models over there. And we have a lot of...
It's sci-fi gothic?
Yeah.
Let's call them sci-fi gothic.
And if models isn't your shit, we have loads of subclasses and we keep adding them every other week or so. We
Look,
add a lot.
We got a lot. Do you
Look,
guys...
we've got big brains. We add shit. But yes, go over to the website, check out everything. If you haven't subscribed, what the fuck you doing? Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell as well, and let's get back to the video. Every week we're going to be doing a giveaway of the new pinup model of the month, or if models isn't your thing, all of our homebrew content. If you want to be in with a chance to win the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe. That's it. Hit the subscribe button. That's it.
Do it now.
But last week's winner was this guy. Well done! Yay! Round of applause. Everybody stands up and claps. But enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Dude, sexual fetish shit is like the source of all awkward and weird subculture shit in the internet.
Yes, it most definitely is. Has to be. I don't think there's anything worse. It's definitely the root of all on the internet. Although, let's be serious, the internet is like 80% porn.
It's more than that, I would say, to be honest. When people write shitty self-insert fanfic or bad characters, they're often fetish related or have super good mate qualities or something. So of course, unsocialized crazies are much more common in our circles. This leads to them inventing weird shit like ERP. I don't think it's possible to have normal ERP. Maybe for some people who have some very unusual social dynamics with their friends, or someone who fucking married 3 women who are somehow not only bisexual but actually specifically into ERP. Maybe it's possible. But for even marginally socially normal fat guys, this is just weird and depressing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Some of them are autists, others are depressed and think they need this as a replacement for sex or some gay shit like that. It is made by, made for, and tuned for people who are either man children, or the rare women children, or just not aware of social norms or comfort levels. I learned this lesson myself long ago. Not necessarily with ERP, but with the mistake of deciding to attend a yaoi party?
No.
At a convention that one time. Oh god, why did I do that? I need to stop being so inattentive all the time.
Why? Yeah, I would really question anyone that signs up for one of them parties, so let's be serious.
Anyway, yeah, it exists, and I've actually heard of it. But it's not something you want to bother with. Most people would just find it distracts them from playing role-playing games at best. Great gaming / role-playing and great porn are more or less mutually exclusive. Even in games like Rants, the actual game and the sex scenes are distinct, with the sex scenes basically just serving as reward. But that's not what people do in ERP. If you take a subculture and then divide it into another subculture that attracts the extremes of that already a goddamn subculture was just likely invented by said extremes. What you end up getting is a hot load of shit in your face.
Quite literally, I'm sure.
Perhaps almost literally in this case.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I like his way of describing it, where it's already a subculture and you kind of get the extremes from that subculture. Yeah. I think that actually makes a lot of sense, and I think that's honestly why it's so depraved. Like, I'm just going to use furries as an example, but furries, like, you know, average furry, they're really not that bad, but they do attract a certain group of people, would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
And then when you get into, like, you know, the really bad stuff with furries, it gets really bad. Like, it gets, like, some of the worst stuff you'll ever see in your life bad. So, does that make sense? It's already kind of like a niche, but you're specifically looking for then the most extreme of an already kind of extreme group of human beings.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that's a great way of looking at it, though.
So far, the big problems I've seen in trying to get ERPs going are 1. People have different expectations. This is a potential problem in most campaigns, but it gets much worse in ERP campaigns. 2. Clingy people. Usually some nerd will think this ERP game is their chance to finally get a BF or GF, and start getting clingy both in character and out. So make sure everyone agrees on what content to expect and understand you will kick them the fuck out if they start to make people uncomfortable.
Making people uncomfortable in an ERP game.
Well, no. Well, if it's an ERP game, people have willingly went to an ERP game, so you're putting yourself in a position you're going to get uncomfortable.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that's, yeah.
Or you're not, and you're going to, and look.
I think he brought up a really interesting point, though, and I really do buy into this idea. You're going to get a lot of people, you know, this is one thing I've talked about before, and this is why I feel like we get a lot of, like, really out there stories that you would never see in, like, any other situations. Mm-hmm. But role-playing games, let's be serious, tend to attract, it's a hyper-social activity.
Socially inept people.
And it also attracts a lot of socially inept people, would that be fair to say? Mm-hmm. So therefore, you're also going to get people that tend to not be very good when it comes to...
talking?
Sexual relations, I don't know, would that be for...
Yeah, no, I can,
do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get it.
On a broad spectrum.
Yeah. Not everyone.
I'm going to assume a lot of people that are into ERP are really out there, though.
Yeah.
Like, really out there. Yeah. I imagine they're, like, you know, next level. Like, you know, like, all I'm saying is, I don't, like, for me personally, how bad does it have to be? It's like, I can't wank anymore to normal porn. I require someone to, like, me really...
You know the worst person to be in an ERP campaign is?
Who?
With you.
Why me?
You're so shit at flirting or anything.
Yeah, I'm not really cut out for it.
No.
I'm not really cut out for flirting very well. It's not something that I'm... James
would go up to you and be like, "You looking decked, eh?"
Yeah, it would be something like that, I imagine.
You're a shit character in general.
Okay, so, yeah...
James didn't even flirt with me to get me to go with him. He sent me memes and I fell for it.
Like, the memes were really good, though, at the time, weren't they?
Yeah,
they were really banging memes.
Yeah. Role-playing with a girl. Eating her out. She says she comes in my face. If you're going to roleplay as a female, at least pretend to know how a vagina works.
Oh my god, I think...
The guy, you're giving yourself away here and you're ruining my buzz.
Like, I can't jack off to this, guys, okay? Anyway, I think that's where we're going to end it.
Thank God.
So, I think what can we really gauge from all this? I think we can safely gauge that a lot of role-playing games have a lot of the same problems as normal games. They're just a bit more extreme.
Sorry, I'm just looking at one here, and I've heard of this a lot.
Why? What is it?
Somebody says, I met my wife through ERP on World of Warcraft, and she's fairly attractive. And somebody else said, that's how I met my wife too.
Fuck off.
I've heard that a lot, that the ERP bits in WoW, a lot of people met their wives from it.
Like, if it works, fuck it, let them have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's not
like,
bad going.
Happy endings and all that.
Yeah, I'm happy for you if it works out. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so I think I do think there's a lot of problems. I think they devolve into the same sort of problems that normal games just have. I don't think there's much else you can really put on it. Bar, I mean, it's going to be a bit depraved. And
state mandated girlfriend win.
Yes, I think that's the only cure for any of the state mandated girlfriends.
Yeah, to be honest.
Look, there's enough Ukrainians knocking about. We should...
Here, shush.
Oh, I suppose you're not. Oh, here, you guys want to hear this mad statistic? Right, this came out last week or the week before. I saw. I'll see if I can find the newspaper article about it. But apparently in the UK, there's been like a mad amount of people signing up for like refugees. Mm-hmm. And specifically young female
Ukrainian refugees, of course,
in their late teens and early 20s. So I'm sure you can imagine, like, you know, it turns out that the bulk of them have been done by single men in their like 30s and 40s.
Yeah,
it's like, kind of funny, guys. It's kind of funny though. Well, like, look. Steve Mountain girlfriend win. You know what I mean? So I would normally ask if you guys have any experience with this, but I'm going to
don't let us know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, we might do something else like this in the future. We haven't done anything.
Just put an eggplant emoji in the comments. I want to know if anybody listens to the ramblings at the end.
Yeah.
Put an eggplant emoji, and if you have, you're the real deal.
Yeah. I don't think not many people do stay to the end. Most people are like we've heard enough, time to go. See us about. We don't like us anymore. Also, before we go, we've got the Bogdanov Brothers stat block up for free, and we have a map pack done by 2D Storyteller He's probably not happy that I'm putting him at the end of this video, but like, you know, look, it's a free map app download, so check it out. It's on the website.
Yeah.
It's free. It's literally free. How can you fuck up? It's great. It's interactive.
Check
it's
out
really
the models
cool.
too. They're pretty based.
Here, if you're watching this, you're probably like fucking something here. You want some wifey models? We got you sorted with wifey models.
Yeah, get them sorted and hit subscribe, guys.
I don't know where to go with that. Just hit subscribe, yeah.
And the notification bell. See you next video. Bye.
Yeah, bye. We don't really know how to end this. See
Bye.
you, bye.